Hello, gorgeous ones. How are you doing? Welcome to this new moon in Sagittarius energy update, specifically for StarSeeds. I am Rosanna Rosie Glow Hannis. I am a channel of divine grace. I am a starseed activator, multidimensional success coach, and the founder of the StarPeace Movement. And what is it I do? I guide starseeds to detox and reprogram their early life conditioning so they can actually start co-creating the life of their dreams and remember their mastery so they can fulfill their soul mission. So if this sounds like you, why not hit the subscribe, the notifications, come and join us over on the StarPeace Facebook page and join my community over on rosieglow.com. You will receive the Divine Legacy upgrade, which is the starting point for starseeds to activate their light bodies and start to bring in more of their soul light. So this is my gift to you for joining my community. It's free for now. And I really would invite you to make the most of it because it won't be for long. Now, we're here today to have a look at what is going on with the upcoming new moon in Sagittarius. And the energy is really shifting. It's fiery. It's about time to really get our juicy desire fire flowing. And this is the time of a holy fire. It's the burning away of all that no longer serves us. I love Sagittarian season. I am a Leo myself, so the sun sign element really works with me. And especially in the Northern Hemisphere, as we're moving into our darkest days, we get this opportunity to glow in the dark. Now, what is this time really about? Well, I want to remind you of the lessons of the new moon in Scorpio season, which was really all about the sting in the tail, the poison that becomes the medicine, the tough love, the tough messaging we receive from ourselves through our engagement with the collective to go, ooh, all right, I'm not quite aligned as much as I think I am with what I actually want. Or here are some refinements that are required in order for me to fully step into my mission. And when I talk about the poison that becomes the medicine, it's often the harsh truths that get reflected to us that are tough for us to actually own, tough for us to actually see, to accept. But in so doing, this will be elements of our shadow, right? In so doing, we are liberated from everything that we sweep under the carpet, that we prefer not to look at, that we prefer not to own, and therefore we project it onto others. So it was an interesting season. And this is the beautiful thing of this shift as we move into the Sagittarian energy. Sagittarian energy is so much more playful. The main message I've been getting that I really wanted to share with you all is like, are you done with working so hard? You have no idea how many starseeds I come across who are like, I've just got to work harder at this, and I've just got to put the work in for this, and I've just got to work a little bit more on this. It's like, God, that sounds so dull, so boring. I'm not surprised you're procrastinating. I'm not surprised you're not doing it. I'm not surprised that actually you'd rather give up and go home. All of this is really common. So what do we actually do about this? Well, it's really important to remember that our mission, our self-chosen mission, the soul mission we have chosen for ourselves, our soul blueprint, is meant to be fun. We're meant to enjoy it. So if we're not enjoying it, something's out of alignment. I had this lesson myself literally yesterday, because every time I was setting myself down to do a task with one of my colleagues, I'd be like a teenager dragging her heels, not wanting to sit at my computer, not wanting to do this work. And guess what? When we actually talked about it and brought it to light, we don't need to do it. The need for that thing has gone. Actually, it just needs repurposing. We don't have to go through that process, which is really a frustrating process that we've both outgrown. So we let that go. And this is the beautiful thing. When you actually face where you are still forcing yourself to do things and actually ask the question, is there a better way? Then this is where you will start to receive the guidance from your soul that will encourage you to have more fun and play. So this Sagittarian energy is kind of playful energy. It's about illuminating the darkness. It's about not being fearful of putting your foot in it. You know, Sagittarians are typically very honest and very good at putting their foot in their mouth. That's a phrase we use in the UK. And that means kind of saying something as it is, but maybe not in the most graceful, not in the most sort of tactful way. And I'm going to swear at this point. I'm going to say, what if you lived your life with the belief that you couldn't possibly fuck up whatever it is that you are caring so much about? What if you actually truly believed and trusted in yourself enough that there was no wrong turn you could actually take? Whatever you did would be the right thing. If you can bring yourself into that energy, you can really make the most of this Sagittarian frequency. Because some of the things I wrote down, I woke up in the middle of the night last night and it was like 5:20 a.m., 5:55. What else was going on? Let me just have a look. Hello, those of you who are here. Good to see you. 5:55, then 6:20. And I was like, always look up the numbers. So I always look at the number, what time it is at night if I wake up. And I then go and look up the numbers on Joanne's Sacred Scribes. I really like what she writes down. So that's the one that I tend to check out the most. But loads of people write about angel numbers and about spiritual meaning of numbers. Pick the one you like the most. There's infinite possibilities. Which one do you resonate with most? Work with that. We have free will, my friends. Yes, some things are predestined. But the things that are not predestined, and we created that predestiny, by the way, there's total ownership required for StarSeeds. It's not about overly taking responsibility. It's about understanding that whatever obstacles we have in our lives, whatever challenges, we have put them there in order to remember our mastery. So then we need to seek the support from those that we look up to, those we trust, those we see have already what we want. And as a result of that, we can move through these challenges, remember our mastery, and teach it. So here's what came through. I am nurturing my holy divine spark. I am glowing with my holy divine essence. I am full of my divine energy. I am amplifying the light of my divine essence. I am igniting my holy desire fire. How does that make you feel? I want you to get excited about these ideas because it's the trailblazing of the pioneer of the New Earth paradigm of Paradise Earth that goes, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And there's something about feel the fear and do it anyway that really rings true with the current energies. So when I'm reading into what's actually coming through and what I'm going to be doing with the actual co-creation activation, it's always going to be to support those of us who are ready to transmute the challenges, resistances that are currently in our consciousness and in our energy field so we can take the next step. But please remember, if you haven't yet gone on a deep clearing, detoxing and reprogramming of your subconscious, 95% of you is going to be resistant to what your consciousness wants. So results are limited until you really decide to take a deep dive. And if you do want to take a deep dive, that's exactly what me and my team are experts in. We have all sorts of beautiful programs that we offer. I work one-to-one with actors turned executive producers and influencers because I know my mission is to influence billions by influencing those who influence billions, particularly through the entertainment industry. And I also oversee my beautiful coaches who are all experts in themselves, who've been through the work that we all teach. It's systematic. It works if you apply it. And we have this super awesome program called Fearless, Loved Up and Free to Be Me, which is all about claiming your authenticity, reclaiming your sovereignty, discovering who you truly are beyond your conditioning. And the byproduct of all of this wonderful stuff, the burning away of the fear, the resistance, the subconscious programs that are in the way, all the things that have been so difficult for you to create in your life come your way because you're lined up with them. And that is the beauty. My life is my teaching. It's my lesson. It's everything that I teach. I've been through myself and I've overcome. And I can watch so many people do the same thing that I'm so excited about it. All I want is for anyone who's watching these videos to realize there is a way out and you'll be met at whatever stage you are at. But remember this, my friend, whether it's a horse or some other animal, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. So none of us can force anyone else to do anything. And I've really noticed those who are stuck in trauma patterns are really needing to go back to those moments of trauma, not to relive them, but to actually repattern them. So one of the things that we do in our reality crafting and our reverse engineering is one, being able to shift the narrative of the future, but also being able to shift the narrative of the past. And that to me is real life time travel. Okay, this is one of the superpowers that we teach you. And when you do come and join me for the activation, so what I call activation meditations, co-creations, world service, new moon, full moon. You're getting a taste of working with the sphere of compassion and your I am presence, but it's literally just a tiny little taste of what is possible, because the deep results come from doing that deep clearing and then being consistent in showing up with your conscious awareness in such a way that you do take charge of what is in your power. You let go of what isn't. And if each of us actually takes charge of what is in our control, we stop trying to control everything that's out of our control, because we make those small changes that make a huge difference. So hear me on this, and know that if you are heart buzzing, tingling and going, yes, 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 I need this, head over to rosieglow.com, sign up to the Divine Legacy Upgrade, send us a message, let us know that you're ready to get fearless, you're ready to get loved up, you're ready to get activated and empowered, and then we will get you going in the right direction. We'll start with a little call. Okay, let me just get back to the main messaging of what is here for us. So I've talked about the lessons from the Scorpio new moon. So that was a tough medicine. And now, I mean, I have this rainbow peacock behind me because I work with peacock medicine. Okay, so the rainbow flame came to me directly after I'd done a whole load of work with my wonderful teacher, Susanna Kennedy. And she works with the triple flame. I work with the rainbow flame. And essentially what the peacock medicine is being able to transmute poison into divine nectar. So absolutely everything for us as star seeds that we feel is some kind of impediment, some kind of lack in our lives, some kind of limitation, actually has the power to be the gift that we need. One, to show compassion for ourselves and for the world, and also the key to us being able to remember our mastery. So just really feel into that, because we all love a label these days. Oh, this is because of this. This is because of this. This is because of my this. This is because of my that. Well, let's just turn that around, shall we? And let's allow ourselves to celebrate our unique gifts, burn away the idea that there are limitations that can actually truly prevent us from fulfilling our mission, and like water, find our way through the cracks, because that's what it's all about. All right, so we're going to be coming to a full moon in Gemini after the new moon in Sagittarius. And the full moon in Gemini, typically Gemini energy is this like either or, duality. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? It's all in the mind. And, you know, I'm reminding everybody that we're moving beyond duality into oneness, where we reclaim our shadow rather than reject it. We reclaim the elements of us that we prefer not to own, because we've been told they're bad, they're not welcome, they're not allowed, they're too much, they're too little. Right? All of that stuff, bring it into your light. And that's the gift of this Sagittarian energy, is the fact that actually we are being given the potency, the magic in the light and the flame of the Sagittarian energy to burn away that which would resist us, embracing change, getting used to getting excited about change, you know, rather than fearing change. Like, what good can come from this unexpected thing that's in my life? It's all about the reframing. It's also about having the courage to go ahead with something, having the courage to say no to something, having the courage to embrace change, stand up for something. Like, where is it you need to cultivate courage in your life? Because Archangel Michael comes through very strongly with the energy of Sagittarius. My other computer seems to agree. And yeah, when we have this lovely, it's basically the energy that drives us forward. There are energies we come into that are more passive. Sagittarius energy is an active energy. It's all about us being able to move forward, to have that drive in us to make a change that we know is really important. And for me, like, one of the most important changes that I've had to make is to give myself more time off, to pay myself more money. Like, it's a really crazy thing, but so many of us who feel we're on some form of mission, whatever that is, want to help the world be a better place, want to help humanity, want to support ascension, typically put ourselves last. Everyone else first, I'll be the one at the end. And we also try and do everything through sheer willpower. We are tenacious. We are brave. We are strong. We've managed to get through so many challenging things in this lifetime and other lifetimes. But we have to have an honest conversation with ourselves and go, is there a better way? Is there a better way for me to show up where actually I can enjoy more grace and ease in my life? Now, anyone who knows me from 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, 10-hour days standard, 6-7 days a week standard. I was really passionate about my work, loved it, loved helping others, totally forgot about me. And these days, my days look much more like I go for it Tuesdays, go for it Wednesdays, go for it Thursdays. So I'm really happy to spend the majority of the day immersed in my work. And then by about 5 o'clock on Friday, I clock off. And I have Friday evening, all of Saturday, all of Sunday, and the majority of Monday off. I just have a meeting on Monday with my team to get ready for the week ahead. Now, I don't know what that sounds like to you, but for me as a work-life balance, I love it. The idea of working a 2-hour day is not me, right? Even a 4-hour day is not me. When I'm inspired, I'm inspired. I want to go, 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 go. But I also know that in order to have that drive, I need to rest, recuperate, receive, hang out on the sofa, watch things that bring light and joy to my life, that nourish me, be around people that I love being around, doing activities that bring me joy. And this is so important if you feel you are here in service. And remember, our service is to activate others, to be examples of having made a change in our own lives. There's no point looking outward without looking inward. Do the work, my friend. And it's not head work. One of the key gifts of this Sagittarian time is actually burning away the need to understand everything, burning away the need to work hard at something in order for it to be worthwhile. So notice where these old paradigms are still working in your life. Like if it's not hard work, if I haven't had to suffer, then it can't be worth that much. Really? Wouldn't you just like money to come easily for you? Wouldn't it be wonderful to live with the idea that actually, you've got plenty of money in your purse, that if someone is in need, you can just give them a tenner, 20 quid, whatever that is for you? Do you want to live like that? Do you want to live your life in such a way where you don't go, how much is it, before you decide whether something is going to be beneficial to you or not? I'm saying this because it requires all of us. We're going through a big shift from the era of patriarchy into the era of uniarchy. And this is the time of the divine child. We have to let these old ways go, and old habits do die hard. So the Sagittarian energy is all about clearing that, making space for grace, creating this pathway that we can gallop down and create some really big shift in our lives while the energy is there. As we come towards the shortest day in the Northern Hemisphere and the longest day in the Southern Hemisphere, we get this reset point. We want to nurture that divine spark within each of us. I want to get that time to tend to what really matters to us now, and what do we feel is in the way of us actually co-creating what we desire. I'm in a phase right now where I've taken a step back to do some foundational work with my existing business, if you like, with Rosy Glow, before I really go into the StarPeace mission for 2023, because I've been called to bring a MasterHeart together. The mastermind idea, just imagine it dropping from the mind to the heart. And that's what it's all about. And I'll let you know a little bit more about that in a second. But what I'd like to invite everybody to do is to mark your diaries for 1 p.m. GMT, which is 8 a.m. EST, I believe. Let's just go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Yeah. Eastern Standard Time, and 6 hours before is Eastern Standard Time. So 7 or 8 a.m. Mark your diaries for what will be the new moon activation meditation, where we're going to be embedding this holy fire frequency to support us until the full moon in Gemini. And that's when we'll be doing the deep clearing of the resistance work. Now, in case you don't know this yet, I am no longer going to be uploading these meditations over here on YouTube or even on the StarPeace Facebook page. I've been given the guidance to really honor the potency of this medicine, and to invite those of you who are action takers to step into my vortex, to step into my community, and to remember this is a closed space where you can really open up and feel safe. So the energy updates will be here on YouTube. Actually planning to change the name of my channel from Rosy Glow to StarPeace, because this is the space where I want to actually affect the change that I'm talking about. Okay, rewriting the narrative and the collective consciousness of humanity. Have you noticed, like, literally everything in the entertainment industry is all about dystopia? Can we seed utopia? Who's making the stuff out there right now that's like, this is how the world could be? I want to see that, and I'm calling it in right now. And I know my mission is to support those to really dream these dreams into reality and to create the storylines that are going to be feeding our imagination and creating something new. So for now, getting into your juicy, sexy desire fire, owning this wonderful capacity within each of us to conceive, gestate, give birth, to seed something. Like, this is passionate, sexy energy. So if you have got karma drama, if you've got conditioning around sexual shame, if you've got conditioning around fear of being powerful, this is a wonderful time to be getting together with me and coming along and working with this activation meditation. Remember, as StarSeeds, we have such an effect on the collective when we do this deep inner work. You can't have a locked up sacral chakra. You can't be blocked in your root chakra and not allowing yourself to receive and then be trying to help others. It's a no-brainer, really stupid idea. I hate to say it. I did it for many years, but it doesn't work. You are not flowing. So if you are not flowing, how can you really help anyone else? Please do that mirror work and see it, because we all want to be as effective as we can be, as potent as we can be in what we do in this world. But in order to do that, you've got to learn to receive. Okay? Breathe in, receive. Breathe out, give. You can't do one without the other. The two need to happen together. Okay, so I'm just going to invite now this idea that we're all ready to drop working hard at everything, working hard on ourselves, working hard on working solutions out, working hard on whatever. And if you are ready to stop working hard, please comment and let me know where you're ready to stop working hard in your life. And also, please comment on what you are currently cultivating the courage to let go of, to activate, to change, to say no to say yes to. Like, let's get active, my friends. Let's get these things moving. And let me just say a little bit about this Master Heart. So for everybody, if you want to check out StarPeaceConsciousness.com, that's where you can find out about how you can be part of this movement, shifting your focus in the collective, what you are looking at, how you're talking about stuff. We're all energizers. Some of us are builders of the new earth. Some of us are the architects of the new earth. So the architects of the new earth, RosannaHannis.com is the website for the architects. Rosy Glow is for the builders. Now, you may be a builder architect, in which case there's both websites. You can check them out. But I work one-to-one specifically with a small niche of those who are in the entertainment industry and those who are influencers. And this is all on the Rosanna Hannis website. But for everyone else, there's so many of us who are starseeds don't even know that we're starseeds. We might identify as emotional empaths. We might get this sense that we have a special mission. There's nothing elitist about it. We've chosen this mission and we've chosen to remember we've got this mission. So that is exactly what Rosy Glow is all about. And Rosy Glow is the frequency of divine grace. It's what I channel when I'm bringing through the light language, the Galactic Federation of Love Light, the Rosy Glow Galaxy, the Paradise Earth Council, and all those galaxies that are basically impulsing the frequency of star peace into our collective consciousness come together and transmit through me. So that's what Rosy Glow does, as the power of revelation. Now, here is the call to action for those of you who are ready for the Master Heart that is going to start getting activated in 2023. So the Master Heart is a VIP cohort for heart-centered pioneers. VIPs are those who recognize they're important, because we all are. So the Master Heart is a VIP cohort for heart-centered pioneers in the entertainment industry with the sole intention of seeding utopian storylines as a genre in pop culture, TV, movies, podcasts, and books, you name it, anywhere where we're receiving information. This is an invitation to those of you who have already received the impulse as inspiration to gather together, integrate, and hold the intention to flood the industry with oxytocin-fueled entertainment. Oxytocin-fueled storylines. The Master Heart is co-created through an application process, online and in-person gatherings where the StarPeace codes are transmitted through Rosy Glow and interpreted by each individual member through their unique gifts and soul-led divine guidance. To interview for a placement in this sacred space, please head over to RosannaHannis.com. I'll put the links in the text box. And please fill out the contact form there and let us know that you're actually interested in this Master Heart cohort. And I will then contact you personally, have a look at what you've written, and we will then look at what the next step is. It is really important now that we come together, that we dream these new storylines up, and that we actually really get into the space where we have already co-created the desired outcome and work backwards. So that's all I'm going to say for it right now. And I have promised that I was going to make a little video about an alternative perspective on twin flames, because I am with my divine sacred union partner myself. I'm very, very happy. I do notice that there's a lot of people talking about twin flames that aren't with theirs. And it does make me think, wow, where are we creating a block here? And where are we creating an expectation that's just so impossible to actually meet that we end up basically creating a block where we could creating flow? So that will be coming after we have worked with this new moon in Sagittarius energy. So I hope you've enjoyed this transmission today. I hope you've enjoyed the messaging that's coming through and you're feeling ignited. Remember, for everybody, head over to rosieglow.com, sign up to the mailing list. There'll be the link in the text box below this, which has a specific link to the new moon and the full moon co-creation space. So we'll be able to send you the Zoom link where you'll be able to join us. Remember to check your spam, because sometimes our messages end up there. And for those of you feeling the heart, Master Heart, head over to Rosanna Hannis, all in the text box. Love you loads. Take care. And I look forward to seeing you very soon.